What's up, guys? We're going to be covering this very sad footage, which of Gabby Petito. We can't really say what happened, but you may have known, her fiance is a terrible person, and she's no longer with us. You could probably guess. But this shows us a great deal about abusive dynamics, trauma, bonding, and how it can be one way towards the victim. So we're going to go over this a little bit.
What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday, and camping got out flies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving. I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, man?
Yeah.
Just hang tight right there. Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your hood?
You got it, buddy.
So, a couple things. First of all, she's been trained to apologize for herself, right? She's saying, I'm not crying, I was distracting him, it's my fault. And something to keep in mind, and if this has happened to you, is it's not her fault. She's had a great family. She was successful. She was smart. She was pretty. He was a loser, right? He dragged her to live in a van. He had no ambition. He was ugly. He was loser. He was creepy. So this could happen to anybody, but he pulled her into his reality and took total control.
I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. Oh, no, you're fine. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, some days I have really bad OCD, and
Okay.
I was just cleaning and straightening up back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD, and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him, I guess.
So this is something that happens a lot, right? He has constantly harped on her what's wrong with her. And what can happen is it lowers her self-esteem, her self-worth, and makes her feel like she's no good. And that makes him, in comparison, feel amazing. And she's seeking his approval because she can never get it, right? She's been trained for that. Another thing that happens so often is false equivalencies, right? So she's saying, I'm mean, which she's gotten from him. I have OCD. I'm the problem. First of all, as far as we know, she didn't have OCD, right? Actual OCD is a real thing. Sounds like she just was living with a total loser in a van and was like, hey, can we maybe clean a little bit? And he blows up at her, right? So it's these false equivalencies. I had someone who had this exact situation where she had been in a relationship and the relationship ended. She dated other people, and this person, was, I don't know if we can say the word, treated her like Gabby was treated, and his excuse was, you dated other people, blah, 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 which they were single, right? So she has these reasonable things that she cares about, like, hey, right, even if she's a normal person and gets annoyed at someone being messy, that's not the same as what he was doing to her. So it's false equivalencies, right? This warped reality that he's pulled her into.
My vibe is like, I'm really like in a bad mood.
You want to do me a favor? Let's go ahead and get you to step out of the vehicle, alrighty? Come on over here. You're not in any trouble right now. So, tell me what's going on.
She just gets worked up sometimes, and I try and really distance myself from her. So, I locked the car and I walked away from her.
I hate this guy. What a jerk. But again, this shows now, if this has happened to you or someone you know, it's not their fault. This guy's a loser. He's ugly. He was like 22. He looks like he's 45. He lives in a freaking van. And she was this pretty girl. She was smart. She had a family who loved her, but brought her into this twisted reality. And then that makes her bond to him. And that's the thing, and why it can happen to anyone that's so bad about this, and that's a huge thing for people to understand, is it's actually more common that a loser is doing this to someone who doesn't deserve it, who's more successful, who has more going for them. So it's never to blame oneself, because unfortunately it's actually effective, right? A loser like this could never just have a normal relationship with a woman who has things going for her. He's a loser. So unfortunately this stuff does work, right? You can have someone who's low value take someone who's got things going for them and then treat them poorly, get them blaming themselves, love bombing them, making them feel devalidated, giving them the tiniest bits of validation, constantly blaming them. They get addicted to it, their brains are out of whack, they're traumatized, and then that person will feel a bond to the perpetrator. Some words you can't say on YouTube, but like a word that's ABU, etc., right? So just a quick overview of this. We're going to have more videos about this. Let me know if you guys are interested, if you have any experiences with this. We're going to do a mix of the entertainment and a mix of more educational stuff like this. But let's go a little more with this. You could see, though, how he's still blaming her. What a jerk. And he just finished, doing things to her.
This morning is that she's trying to start up like her own little website blog and everything. So I give her time. And we really had a nice morning, if anything, but she just got worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go like arches before the Sunday time. Okay.
Notice he's minimizing what she does. She wants to start up her little blog, right? He was very threatened by this. She wanted to actually do things. He wanted to just drag away the girl in a van because he was threatened by everything because he's a loser, right? And he didn't want her to do things that could get them attention, that could make her money, to apply herself. He tried to minimize everything with her, right? So again, that's what it is. It's not about the reality is totally twisted, right? And so it's not the person's fault. All right.